And we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mack to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you get started on your fitness journey. What's up, folks? Happy Labor Day. I hope you all had a great day off. Hopefully, most of y'all were off work. If you wasn't off work, I'm sorry. I apologize, but it is what it is. I almost forgot to do the podcast today because I was off work today. So it kind of threw me off my normal routine, threw me off my schedule. And I just realized that, hey, it's Monday. So I got to get on here and drop some value for y'all. I'm looking forward to it. We got a cool little episode for y'all today. It's going to be kind of a look into my near future and what I'm going to be doing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just hop into the podcast topic today, which is hybrid athlete training. So, what is hybrid athlete training? Like, what does this term mean? It's kind of in my opinion, I think it's kind of new. It's always been around. It just never was called hybrid athlete training. Um, and I think there's a guy on YouTube. His name is Nick Bear, and he's kind of popularized this. I think he's the one. I mean, he's the one that popularized it for me. He's the one that made me realize what it is. There may have been somebody else out there that come up with the term first. I don't know, but he kind of uses the term, and he kind of made it pretty popular. He's a huge YouTuber guy. He's really good. You can check him out on YouTube. His name's Nick Bear. But yeah, he does what you would call hybrid athlete training. So that's what the podcast is going to be about. We're just going to get into all things hybrid athlete training, like what it is, who should do it, who shouldn't do it, why you should do it, how to do it properly, things like that. And that's what we're going to cover. And the reason I wanted to do this podcast is because this is what I'm going to be doing in the near future. Like this is what I'm going to start doing now. So, so basically, when it comes to hybrid athlete training, you have two ends of the spectrum. You have endurance side of the spectrum, and then you have like the strength side. So basically, you have weightlifting, and then you have running, cycling, things like that. So hybrid athlete training basically takes both of those extremes and it meshes them together. So it makes a well-rounded athlete. Makes you more of a well-rounded, do different kinds of training. So you're not just doing one or the other. So it kind of makes sense for me to go this route to do this because, as y'all know, last year I did the Ironman, which was 100% endurance. It was all endurance, nothing but endurance, and I did that uh, at that time. And then I turned around and I did the bodybuilding show, which was the complete opposite. It was 100% strength training, working out, lifting weights, hypertrophy training, things like that. So now what I want to do is I want to take the two opposite ends of the spectrum and I want to mix them together. I want to mash them together and make hybrid athlete training because I enjoy doing both. Obviously, I enjoy the weightlifting. I've been doing that since I was a freshman in high school. Still doing it today. So obviously, I enjoy the weightlifting. I like that part side of it. But I learned from training for the Ironman that I also like endurance training. I really do. I liked it a lot. So much that I'm probably going to do another Ironman in the future. I don't know when yet, but I'm gonna do one eventually. And I have a few other ideas of things I want to do as well that are also endurance based challenges. So y'all stay tuned for those. But yeah, I want to do a mix of both because I want to do the endurance stuff, but I also don't want to just quit doing weights altogether because when I did the Ironman, I was training so much for it that I had to quit lifting weights, and I didn't like that. So I'm never gonna go back to doing that. I'm always gonna have a mix of both, and that's kind of how I'm gonna go about it. So we're gonna get into a little bit more of the details of that. So let's start off with just starting off like what is hybrid athlete training? So I already kind of told y'all, but simply put, hybrid training is a fitness approach that combines both strength and endurance training in one regimen. So you do both in any given week. So unlike traditional training programs that focus exclusively on either strength training or endurance training, hybrid training aims to optimize both of those aspects simultaneously. So you're doing them at the same time. Maybe not on the same day, but in the same training program. So why train as a hybrid athlete? So you might be wondering, like, why would somebody choose to train this way? Normally you would do one or the other. And that's typically the way you would do it. Well, benefits are pretty compelling. I mean, hybrid athlete training, it allows you to develop a more well-rounded level of fitness. You're not just gonna be strong, you're also gonna be fast, you're gonna be agile, and you're gonna have great stamina. It's the ultimate approach for anyone who wants to be truly fit in every sense of the word. So you're not just fit in one aspect of fitness. There's so many different areas of fitness, different ways you can be fit. You can be fit by being super strong. You can be fit by being having a really good cardio, things like that. Have a lot of endurance. So when you do hybrid training, you're more well rounded. You have a little bit of everything. You're not just one or the other. So, a few reasons why hybrid training is so appealing. Number one, versatility. So, by training across multiple modalities, you become more adaptable and capable in a variety of physical challenges. So, this is ideal for those who enjoy participating in different sports or activities. So, if you like to play backdoor sports, pick up like rec league sports, stuff like that, it's going to be more beneficial for you because you're not only getting strong, but you're also building the endurance as well. Number two, balance. Hybrid training helps prevent the muscle imbalances that can occur when focusing solely on one type of training. For example, endurance athletes, they might neglect strength training, so they may be a little weak, and this could lead to potential injury. But then also at the same time, strength athletes might lack cardiovascular endurance. So like if you look like a strong man, they probably can't run 10 miles. It's there's a difference there. Number 3 is sustainability. So mixing up your workouts can prevent burnout and it can keep training enjoyable. It's easier to stay motivated when your routine is varied and engaging. So you're not just doing the same thing over and over and again. You're not going to the gym, the same workouts, doing the same thing week in and week out. You mix it up. You do different things. There's different ways you can incorporate different types of training. You can mix up the days that you're doing your different types of training on. So it's more sustainable. That way you're not getting burnt out and doing the same thing over and over again. And then number 4, your overall health. So combining strength and endurance training, it offers a wide range of health benefits from improving heart health, improving lung capacity, building muscle mass, building bone density. So it gives you more of a well-rounded overall health benefit from it. So how to do hybrid training the right way. So we're gonna look at how to approach hybrid training correctly. It's not just as simple as just throwing in a run after doing a heavy lifting session. To get the most out of hybrid training, you need to structure your workouts carefully. You want to avoid overtraining and to get maximal results. So, a basic guide to get you started. Number one, periodization. So, this is crucial. Plan your training in cycles that focus on different aspects of fitness at different times. For example, you might need to spend a few weeks focusing more on strength, followed by a period where endurance takes priority. So you can kind of, if you're training for something specific, you may need to prioritize one or the other, which leads us in number two, which is prioritization. So, depending on your goals, you might want to prioritize one aspect of fitness over the other. So, if you're a marathon runner, endurance will likely be your focus, with strength work, with the strength work supporting that goal. And then, if you're a power lifter, the verse might be true. Number three, recovery. Because you're taxing your body in multiple different ways, recovery is even more important when it comes to hybrid training. Make sure you're getting enough rest, incorporating active recovery, and paying attention to your nutrition. Nutrition is going to be very important when it comes to not only your strength training, but also endurance training, and then mixing them both together, of course. And then number four, cross training. Don't just stick to the same activities, mix things up with your endurance. So, for example, instead of running every day, you can do swimming, you can do cycling, you can do something like martial arts. This is just to keep your body adapting and improving in different ways. This way, you don't get stagnant. You don't stay in one place. So that's going to lead us to who should do hybrid athlete training. Like, who is hybrid athlete training for? So it can be for a wide range of people, honestly, but it's especially beneficial for when multi-sport athletes. So if you complete in events like triathlons, CrossFit, obstacle course races, so like a Tough Mudder or a Spartan race, hybrid training can be very beneficial for you. It can help you excel in all areas. Number two, fitness enthusiasts. So if you love both lifting and running and you don't want to give up either, hybrid training allows you to enjoy both while making gains in both areas. So this is kind of me. I kind of follow in this. I kind of fit in this little box, the fitness enthusiast. I like doing both. I like lifting and I like running. So I do both. And then number three is just general fitness buffs. So if your goal is just to be as well rounded as possible and being capable in any physical challenge, hybrid training is an excellent choice. It's going to be for you. If you just want to be is well balanced. If you want to be a good athlete, like this is for you. And then who should not do hybrid athlete training? So on the flip side, there are some individuals who hybrid training may not be the best approach for you. And one of these is specialized athletes. So if you're competitive, like power lifter, marathon runner, if you're training for something that's very specialized, then this is not for you. If you're doing something very specialized, you want to train in that specific sport. So hybrid training could dilute your focus and hinder peak performance in your specific sport. So if you're a track star, like I don't know, depending on what you're, if you're like a professional athlete, obviously you don't want to do this because you need to be training specifically for that sport. Or if you're, for example, in school, if you're in high school and you're competing for a certain sport, you obviously want to keep your training more towards that sport. This is hybrid training is going to be more for your average person, like your person that's just training for health benefits or like your fitness enthusiasts and stuff. This is not going to be for somebody that's training for a specific sport, if that makes sense. Um, Another person that shouldn't do hybrid training is beginners. Beginners should not do this because sometimes it could be overwhelming. You try and do too much at once. You don't want it too much. You want to start with one thing, get good at that one thing, and then start incorporating other things into your training. So it's often better to build a solid foundation in one area before attempting to balance multiple different types of training. So pick one first, learn it, master it, get good at it, get the most benefits out of it that you can, and then start incorporating other things. Because it may be a little too much for you at once if you're a beginner. And then the last person that shouldn't do hybrid training is individuals with limited recovery capacity. So hybrid training is going to be very hard on your body. It's going to be very taxing because you were working out your body in different ways, like in multiple different ways. You're doing strength training and you're endurance. So if you struggle with recovery and you know you're this kind of person that your body just don't recover well, the demands of hybrid training might be too much. It may lead to an injury or burnout. So you may not want to do this. I mean, you can try it for yourself and you will figure out real quick if it's for you or not. Some people just don't recover well as some people do. Like, I mean, genetics plays a role in this and stuff. So it may not be for you, um, but yeah, that's something that you will know if you don't recover well or not. So an example of a hybrid athlete like training routine, like a week routine uh that you would do. Actually, I'll give you an example and then I'll give you what I'm probably going to be doing. So this is a normal week maybe. So Monday, like in the morning, you would do a strength training session. So focus on compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, bench press. This could be your morning workout session. And then in the evening, you could do either like a hit cardio session, or a quick like run in the afternoon. Then on Tuesday, you'll do a long endurance session. So you'll go for a long run, 60 to 90 minutes, or you do a long bike ride. That will be Tuesday. And then Wednesday, this will be an active recovery day. So you'll do like some mobility work, some stretching, things like that to help your body recover. Thursday will be another strength training session. So it's going to be focusing on like accessory lifts, functional movements, things like that. And then in the afternoon, you'll do a short to moderate cardio session on Thursday. So like 30 to 45 minutes of some steady state cardio, whatever that is for you, either running, biking, swimming. Friday, you want to do some low intensity cardio. So like swimming or an easy jog, or you can even take Friday as a rest day. Low intensity cardio. And then Saturday is your hybrid training session. So you're actually going to do both. You're going to combine strength training and cardio. You could even do like a circuit with weights followed by running intervals. So you're going to kind of mix them together. This is like a hybrid athlete training session. So that's going to be Saturday. And then Sunday could be either a complete rest day or an active recovery day. Again, focus on stretching, take a light walk, some mobility work, things like that to help your body recover. Ice bath, something like that. And then so what I'm thinking about how I'm going to split my training up, I'm not 100% yet. I haven't decided just yet, but I'm probably going to do Monday, Tuesday, do an upper body, lower body split, and then Wednesday use as a cardio day. And then Thursday, Friday, do upper body, lower body again. Saturday will be my cardio day. So that's what I did last week. I may play around with it. We'll see. I'm thinking about also doing this week. I may do upper body, lower body Monday, Tuesday, and then instead of taking Wednesday as just cardio, I'll do upper body, lower body, and then do push pull legs. So that would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be push pull legs. But on Wednesday in the afternoon, do a cardio session, and then Saturday do that same cardio session. So I don't know. We're playing around. Wednesday is either going to be just cardio, or I'm gonna do 2 days and work out that morning and then do cardio in the afternoon. I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. We'll see. We'll play around with it, see what I like best, see how it fits in my schedule and things like that. But I don't know. Maybe if y'all have a better idea or some recommendations, let me know. I'll play around with it and see what I like. Nothing's set in stone just yet. But I do all I do know is I'm gonna be incorporating some more cardio because used to I didn't do no cardio. I would just work out 5 days a week, six days a week, and that's all I did. I wouldn't really do any cardio but when I was doing my bodybuilding show, obviously I did a lot of cardio. But before then, I wasn't really trying to lose any weight, so I never really did a bunch of cardio. But now I want to focus more of like my heart health and things like that. So I want to keep my cardiovascular health up there. I want to incorporate running into my normal routine. but as well as keeping my weight training in there. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, just my final thoughts. Hybrid athlete training, it offers a unique and balanced approach to fitness. It allows you to develop both strength and endurance at the same time. So that's the benefit of it. It's perfect for those who crave variety and want to be prepared for any physical challenge that life throws your way. So, however, it's important to approach it strategically, ensuring you're prioritizing recovery and structuring your workouts effectively. So, make sure you're keeping those rest days in your workout routine, especially when you're doing hybrid training, because it's going to be super taxing on your body. So it's even more important for your recovery days. So whether you're looking to shake up your routine or become a well-rounded athlete, hybrid training might be the perfect fit for you. So this is what I'm going to be doing here from here on out until I decide what I'm going to do next. My next challenge, whatever it's going to be, I'm going to do this for now. So it's probably going to stay about the same because I'm not planning on doing any bodybuilding show anytime soon, and I'm not planning on doing an Ironman anytime soon. So we're going to do this for a while until further notice. So that's all I got for hybrid athlete training. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on the Fitness Beginner Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast at. I really appreciate it. And as always, keep pushing your limits, keep striving for greatness. Until next time, y'all stay strong, stay fast, and stay hybrid. We'll see y'all next week. Peace, love, protein. We out.